It's springtime. The weather's warming up and a lot of the plants around Thalgara are in flower at the moment. I'm standing next to this wattle tree and it's abuzz with bees visiting those flowers. Got me to thinking, why do bees visit flowers? Well, it's all about the food for the bees. Inside the flowers there is nectar, a sweet liquid that the bees suck up with their straw-like mouths, and they collect it in a little sac called a crop. When their crop is full, the bees fly back to their hive. At Thalgara, there is a hive of bees in a large tree hollow. The bees go in and out this hole where a small branch is broken off. The bees regurgitate the nectar and they expose it to the air for a few days, creating honey. This honey is used to feed the colony of bees that live here. But nectar is not the only thing that bees collect from the flowers they visit. Bees also collect pollen, the fine yellow powder in the flowers. Bees have special pollen baskets on their legs where they store the pollen they collect. When the baskets are full, they take this back to the hive as well. The bees mix the pollen with some honey and they make a special bee bread that they use to feed the baby bees in the hive. Have you ever wondered what a baby bee looks like? Is it just like an adult bee but smaller? Do baby bees look like adult bees without wings? Maybe they look like adults without stripes. Or maybe they don't look anything like an adult bee, but more like a little grub. What do you think? Well, a baby bee is known as a larva, and it looks like a little white grub. Bees go through a life cycle that's similar to butterflies. First, the queen bee lays an egg, and each egg is about the size and the shape of a grain of rice. The egg is laid into a cell inside the honeycomb. The queen can lay over 1,500 eggs in a day. The egg hatches and out comes the bee larva. The larva is fed the bee bread by the worker bees. After it has grown, the larva spins a cocoon around itself and it begins to pupate. During this phase, the larva develops into a recognisable bee, with wings, legs, a head, a thorax and an abdomen. The whole life cycle only takes 2 to 3 weeks. Why do plants make nectar for the bees? The plants need bees and other pollinators to visit their flowers because most plants need the help of animals to move the pollen from one flower to another. Pollen is used by the plant to make new fruit and seeds. When the bees visit flowers, some of the pollen sticks to them, and when they visit the next flower, it rubs off on the new flower. Once the flower has been pollinated, it can produce seeds. And of course, seeds can make new plants. You can see these old seeds on this wattle tree from last year. Those flowers must have been pollinated by the bees. So it's a win-win situation. Bees get food and plants have their flowers pollinated.